Have you ever wondered about the origins of the term graveyard shift? We often use this phrase to describe a work period that stretches through the wee hours of the morning, typically from midnight until 8 in the morning. It's a term that paints a vivid picture, doesn't it? A solitary worker, perhaps a security guard making his rounds under the pallid glow of moonlight, or a diner staff brewing coffee and flipping pancakes while the rest of the world slumbers. These are the unsung heroes of the graveyard shift, an idiom that seems to evoke a sense of mystery, solitude, and even a touch of the eerie. But why graveyard? What connection could there possibly be between a place of eternal rest and a work schedule that most would agree is anything but restful? But how did an idiom involving a graveyard come to represent late-night work? Let's delve into its historical origins. To understand the graveyard shift, we must travel back in time. Picture the 19th century, a time when the sun set and a different kind of work began. A time when grave robbers, under the cover of darkness, would set about their grim task. You see, during this period, there was a high demand for cadavers in medical schools for study and research. However, supply was scarce. This led to an underground industry of grave robbery. The robbers, often referred to as resurrectionists, would dig up freshly buried bodies in the dead of night to sell to willing buyers. This nocturnal work was carried out in the very place where the departed rested, graveyards. Hence, the term graveyard shift was born, referring to any work carried out in the late hours of the night. But wait, there's more to this story. Ever heard of the terms saved by the bell or dead ringer? These idioms also have their roots in the same historical period, and they are all interconnected. Now let's delve into the phrases saved by the bell and dead ringer. The 19th century was a time of fear, especially of being buried alive. This led to the creation of safety coffins equipped with bells. The idea was simple yet chilling. If someone was mistakenly buried, they could ring the bell, signaling they were still alive. Hence, they would be saved by the bell. But who would hear these frantic bells in the dead of night? Enter the dead ringer. This was the unfortunate soul tasked with sitting in the graveyard during the graveyard shift, listening intently for any ringing bells. Imagine the bone-chilling terror of hearing a bell ring in the dead of night, echoing through the silent cemetery. So there you have it, a trio of idioms all originating from the same macabre history. Isn't it fascinating how language evolves over time? We've dived into the history of graveyard shift, saved by the bell and dead ringer, unraveling their origins and meanings. If you found this exploration of language intriguing, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Stay tuned for more interesting content about the English language.